It might seem distant, unlikely, or even impossible right now. But what was promised in silence in the secret place of your soul will be fulfilled. And what you are about to experience will be more than an answer. It will be the beginning of a brand new destiny. Have you ever felt, even without proof, that something far greater was being prepared for your life? Have you ever had that deep, unexplainable certainty that your journey is being guided by a divine force? If so, listen closely. This message is for you. In the next few minutes, you will understand how to align your faith with God's timing, how to open your spiritual field to receive the fulfillment of His promise, and how to stand firm until the impossible becomes reality. Because it will happen, and it will happen this year. Comment below. I received the prophecy to seal this promise in your spiritual atmosphere. A few years ago, I heard the story of a woman named Helena. She had lost almost everything: her family, her job, and her confidence. Each day felt heavier than the last, but even at her lowest point, she held onto a small but alive faith. And that faith was her foundation. One night, alone in her room, she wept silently when a phrase came into her mind, as if whispered directly from heaven. "It's not over. What I promised you will still come to pass." She didn't know where the words came from, but she felt warmth in her chest. From that moment, things began to shift. Not immediately, but with signs. People reconnected with her. Unexpected opportunities arose. Doors that had seemed permanently closed began to open. And within months, what once seemed lost was restored, greater than before. Helena realized it was never about luck. It was about a promise, and divine promises never expire. God fulfills what He declares, always. And now it's your turn. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but your spirit already knows. There's something in the atmosphere, a shift, a call. And right now, what you need is alignment with that divine frequency. Because the prophecy is being fulfilled in your life. But for it to manifest, you must be spiritually prepared. Wanting it is not enough. You must activate your faith, cleanse your field, and position your heart. Let me guide you through a prophetic prayer. This is not just a prayer, it is a spiritual activation. Prophetic prayer: unlock the promise. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the divine presence surrounding you. Place your hand over your heart and boldly declare, "Lord, I know you have a promise for me. Even when I doubted, you never gave up on me. I open myself now to live what is written in your book. Unlock the heavens over my life. Fulfill your word in me." Now visualize a golden scroll being unrolled in heaven. On it is your name, and the promise that once felt dormant is being activated right now. Take another deep breath and declare, "I receive it, I believe it. I will live what was promised." Open your eyes when you feel ready. What you just did was not merely a prayer, it was divine alignment. And now movement begins. In the coming days, you will notice subtle but powerful signs. People you haven't spoken to in a long time will reach out. Stagnant situations will suddenly shift. Even dreams you once let go of will begin to stir within you again. But stay alert. The enemy will try to distract you. He'll sow confusion, plant doubt, try to convince you that nothing has changed. That's when you must stand firm, because the fulfillment of the promise has already begun. Declare daily, "The prophecy is in motion." Write it on paper. Pray holding that paper. Speak it aloud. And if you can, share this message with someone who also needs to be reminded. God has not forgotten. When Helena started declaring the promise, her environment changed. And when she stopped watching the clock and started fixing her eyes on heaven, time itself realigned. Because there is a divine time that governs earthly time, and that time is reaching you now. You are not invisible to God. You are not overlooked. You are chosen. And this prophecy will be fulfilled before this year ends. Write this on your heart, confirm it with your faith, and remain in position. When God rises to act, nothing can stop him. The promise is alive. The prophecy is underway. And the year is not over. And when that promise is fulfilled, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. Every tear, every unanswered prayer, every silence from God had a holy purpose. Heaven never wastes sincere cries. You may have felt forgotten, but the silence was divine strategy. While you cried, God was writing. While you waited, he was preparing. And now the time of manifestation is knocking at your door. Trust, even when everything seems contrary. The faith that endures in deserts is the same faith that inherits the gardens. You are being tested, not to be punished, but to be strengthened. The victory that is coming will not be for you alone. It will be living testimony to others who are also waiting. Your story will become a seed of hope to many still in doubt. God's prophecy never arrives empty. It comes with a mission. You will be the answer in someone's life. You will be a bridge to new beginnings. And that is only possible because you chose to stand firm. Lift your eyes, straighten your posture, harden your faith, but soften your heart. Heaven is about to tear through the ordinary with the extraordinary. And when it does, you won't just know it, you'll feel it, live it, witness it. Don't give up now. Don't stop believing. Don't let weariness make you retreat. The final curve of the road hides the destination, but it is there, steady, waiting for your final amen. The promise still lives because the God who made it still reigns, and he never fails. And if your faith ever wavers, return to this message. Reread each line as if it were a heavenly reminder for your soul, because that's exactly what it is. A divine confirmation that something greater is in motion. God does not need favorable conditions to fulfill a promise. He creates paths in the middle of the impossible. He parts seas with a command. He changes decrees with a whisper. And he is doing it right now for you. You are being placed in the right position at the right time with the right words. And even if the world around you doesn't understand, all of heaven knows what's about to unfold. So hold fast. Declare with boldness, I believe, I wait, I trust, because what God promised me, he will fulfill. Get ready. You are about to live the extraordinary. And when it happens, share it, testify, speak life into others, because your journey will become the breath of faith someone else needs to keep going. The promise is alive. His word is true, and the time is now.